It is no longer news to the public that Yul Edochie has embraced polygamy with his full chest. But what a lot of us do not know is the fact that he has a reason for what he did. Yes, a lot of us might have condemned his action, might have condemned himself, and also trolled him on social media pages. But now he has given us the reason why he did what he did, why he chose to marry a second wife. We all know that in life, people don't just take decisions without having a reason behind it. Yes, he has a reason for doing that. But is the reason a valid reason? To me, I don't think it's a valid reason. Does the reason hold any water? To an extent, but no, it doesn't hold any water. Okay, sit back and relax if you want to know the reasons for his action. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. You're highly welcome to this beautiful channel. And in this channel, we talk basically about celebrity, gossip, gist, entertainment, name it. So if this is the kind of news you want to be hearing, you're in the right channel. Subscribe if you've not yet done that. Some months ago, Yul Edochie and Judy Austin put a lot of us, that is social media users, in a frenzy when they announced that they were both married and they actually have a son together. We all thought of it as a child's play. We all thought of it as though they were playing or trying to, push out a new movie. But at the end of the day, we found out that it was not really a child's play. It's actually a real life affair. Yes, from being an on-screen wife to being an actual wife. You can see the metamorphosis, the changes. The reason why he decided to make Judy Austin his second wife, or why he decided to make her part of his life, is not far-fetched. He has said it time without number that Judy Austin has impacted a lot in his life. And then I asked him again, what kind of impact? Is it a positive impact or a negative impact? And because of that, he can't let her go. And the only way he couldn't let her go is just to impregnate her and make her the wife. But then again, you ask him, is your first wife, that is May Edochie, was she aware of all this relationship? Was she aware of all the secret affairs? Was she aware of all the hideous relationship? Because all this while you've been clamoring praising May Edochie on your social media handle, calling her the wife of your youth, the wife that stayed with you when you had nothing. And then all of a sudden, we just came to social media to find out that you already have a child somewhere and then you have another woman. Meaning that you've been deceiving May all these years. Meaning that you never really did love her. Or maybe probably you loved her and then along the line you fell out of love for her and then fell in love with Judy Austin. No wonder you were asking us that question, which you answered yourself. Can a man love two women at the same time? And you gave us an answer. You told us that yes, a man can love two women at the same time because both of them are different entities and both of them bring in different things to the table. And then I wonder why you made that statement, but we didn't understand the reason for your statement. We didn't know that you were battling with how to bring Judy Austin to the general public for us to, accept her and accept the fact that she's your wife and then deal with it. Forgetting the fact that your first wife, May Edochie, will suffer from any kind of depression, will suffer from any kind of emotional trauma. But you you just didn't care. All you were after is just to make Judy Austin happy. That is why I said you fell out of love with May Edochie and fell in love with Judy Austin. And that is the reason anything she does, you're always happy about it. And anything May Edochie does, you always see it as antagonizing you. You always see it as somebody maybe trying to disrespect you. But indeed, the fact you had been the one disrespecting May and you've been disrespecting her from time immemorial. You disrespected her enough by publicizing your affairs. It's an embarrassment to the general public because this is a woman that actually felt that you are her only husband and she wasn't dragging you with anybody, and now she has to drag you with somebody. Not everybody loves to share. And I ask this question, you Edochie, will you want to share your wife with somebody else? If today Judy Austin leaves you for another man, will you be happy? Actually, Judy Austin left her husband for you, so it's not going to be a new thing. I know I am a surprise to you because obviously the time is coming when nemesis will catch up on both of you, and then by that time it will be too late because your beautiful wife who you left for somebody else might have gone far and will not even look back. Yul Edochie got married at the age of 22 years. So I'm wondering whether it's his early marriage that contributed to his behavior right now. Yes, he got married at the age of 22 years, but have dated the wife for over 6 years before even getting married to her. So obviously they know each other very well, and they might have loved each other for them to decide to have married each other and stayed all these years. And now you're coming to tell me that you are in love with another person. You can't let go of Judy Austin. Judy Austin has impacted on you. Judy Austin is love of your life. Judy Austin is respecting you, and then May has not been respecting you, or May has some cockroaches on her cupboard, or May has not really been a good wife. She has not been a good wife, and yet you keep praising her on social media. No marriage is perfect. That is what you should understand. Even relationship, no relationship is perfect. In a marriage, there must be chaos. There must be kind of anarchy. There must be kind of trials and temptation. These are basically the trials that you guys have to pass in marriage. But you chose not to pass those trials. You chose to run away from your duties. You chose to run away from it, and then decide that marrying a second wife will be the solution to your problem. And then I ask, what if this problem starts happening in your relationship with Judy Austin? What happens? Are you going to dump her for somebody else? Are you going to move on? Because obviously, Yul Edochie, you are polygamous in nature, and then you love yourself so much, and you love women a lot. So even one woman can't even contain you. If May Edochie cannot contain you, is it Judy Austin that will contain you? No. Definitely, you will still move outside, and then the cycle continues. You get another person pregnant, and then when Gislova threatens to expose you, you tell us that you are married to her, and then you start living a life of a Muslim. And we all know that Yul Edochie is a Christian. So I'm wondering why he's behaving that way. I'm wondering why everything seems to have torn apart because of his behavior. He should have. So my advice to Yul Edochie is for him to go back to the drawing board and make things right before it's too late. A word is enough for the wise. Now he's balling. Now people are clapping for him. Now people are just clamoring for him, and then he feels that he's doing the right thing, not knowing that he's digging his own grave. Yul Edochie is actually digging his grave, because very soon, very, very soon, it's not going to take time, everything will be exposed. His lifestyle will be exposed, which has now been exposed, and then his secret affairs, other secret affairs, because it's not only Judy Austin that he has. Me, I can tell you people that one. Yul Edochie is a womanizer. He's a classical womanizer. I'm sure most of those actresses that come through him, maybe for endorsement, or maybe probably to feature in his movies, or maybe to feature in the movie that he's directing, he might want to have one or two things with him, and then when he starts, he cannot stop, because it starts with having a crush on somebody, and then end up sleeping with the person, and before you know, you cannot just let go, because that is the case of Judy Austin and Yul Edochie. That is exactly what happened. So Yul Edochie, I just want you to just take a step backward, retrace your step, and then tell yourself the truth, because it is the only thing that you tell yourself. That is what matters. You can only tell yourself the truth. Others can't tell you the truth. They might tell you the truth, and they might not really tell you everything, but you tell yourself this and this is what is going to happen, this is what is going to be obtainable in some years to come, what is going to happen to me, what is going to happen to my faith, because definitely you're not going to be 40 forever. In 20 years to come, you're going to be 60. What happens when everybody deserts you, when your wife deserts you, and when your children desert you? What happens? You'll be all alone in this world, and you won't want that to happen, because your family members are not in support of what you're doing, your relations are not in support of what you're doing, your wife is not in support of what you're doing, even your children are not in support of what you're doing, but you are just doing it just to do what? To displease May Edochie, and then to please Judy Austin, because you feel that she's the one for you right now. Okay, this is much I can take from this topic. If you did enjoy this video, kindly give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you've not yet done that, and also turn on your post notifications so that whenever a new video is being uploaded, you'll be among the first to watch.